There we go! Second game in this best of 3. It's still the round of 8 of the GERA Cup. It's still Hawk against FoCuS. We have the teal or light blue spawning human player on the left side here of Echo Isles. And he's starting, of course, with the pretty normal build order. And on the other side, his opponent from South Korea is FoCuS. Excuse me, guys. The guy who was able to take the first map in this best of 3 and is in a wonderful ride here for this tournament. Was able to take out Passion before that. We've seen that game. And he looked pretty damn strong in that one. Just taking out Passion basically single-handed with that use of the Blade Master and the crit. That was pretty good. Now he's able to take out Hawk, killing his hero on Last Refuge and transitioning over into an easy peasy victory there. Yeah, second map is Echo Isles. So this is Human Terrain. This is a map that should be good for you and should be good and beneficial to your playstyle as a human player. Nothing fancy, everything normal, nothing else that I would have expected coming out of that. And yeah, let's pay a little bit of attention to that beautiful human base. What else do we have? We have this golden structure with this grumpy guy. I think this might be the grumpiest guy of Warcraft history. I've never seen a guy look so grumpy in this game. And he got the big ass sword with this purple crystal inside. So I'm not sure if this is like some kind of Avengers kind of thing, or who knows? Who knows? So we have like 2 balls of fire lighting up for the Archmage, praying that the hero returns and brings some light into this dark place of human. We have this beautiful double doors closing off the town hall. We have the clock spinning around in circles in sync, as you can see it. And we have one clock that is missing. I found that one out like earlier, and you can see you have like 2 clocks here. And then the designer thought like, you know what, nobody will spin the camera ever in this game, and we will not have a clock on the backside. And on the other side, let's see, we also don't have a clock on here, so poor guy. I will definitely figure out whoever designed that one, and he will have a ticket to actually patch that one. So patch is coming, and we will probably have a few more clocks on the human side. So, speaking of the human, he will creep something with the malicious, picks up a ring of protection from the first camp, now immediately heads down to the second camp, the second small green camp that he wants to creep in the meantime while this creep is still going on. Blade Master, as lucky as he is, FoCuS picks up a clause of attack +6 here. That is just amazing. So this is a head start into the game for FoCuS with the clause of attack +6. Really good item to have, especially with the critical strike later coming into play. And that will be crazy, guys. He will hit like a truck as soon as he picks up a few more items. Maybe in the marketplace there will be another clause of attack. He starts stacking, sells his town portal, picks up 6 healing salves again, heals up the Blade Master. He is still level 1, while the Archmage did a very good job of creeping that one, while the Malicious were still going at the green camp on top. Is he attacking already? Yes, Hawk is also on a very fast tech here. This time his base is walled off for now, but if he kills that tree, he's opening up again. You should definitely pay close attention to that. 26 out of 30 supply, Lumber Mill in the making. Both of the players collide here, and the Blade Master going at it immediately, forcing a few hits on that Archmage. But without the critical strike, not that impressive. Of course, the +6 damage, they hurt a little bit, but without that crit, you know, you can just like dodge the bullet as long as this is not available. He now tries to get the level 2 for the Blade Master. We can see that the footmen are still coming in and try to do some damage and block the grunts so that they take extra damage from the creeps. Archmage wants to creep the rest of this camp, because sometimes the Orc players only take this guy and leave the 2 smaller ones there to just like idle a little bit around. There was one PN scouting here, I'm not sure why. Maybe there's some kind of a crazy tower rush that you can use, or that Hawk used in the past. Blade Master crept the second Berserker down here, and he will even go for the Augur Mauler, since he got the amount of healing salves to provide enough healing after the camp. This will definitely be good for him. Now the Blade Master tries to kill one of the footmen with that critical strike and the multiplier on the clause of attack, as well as the circlet plus the boots of speed. So he basically bought the circlet and the boots of speed in the shop, and now with that crit, easily slaying that footman. We have the first blood. First blood is spilled onto the water. Beautiful, just beautiful Warcraft. Another crit, 92, and this one will be the second footman that dies in the water. More blood, as you can see it spilling here. And yeah, 2 of the footmen are already gone. In the meantime, the Archmage cleared off that guy, and he's clearing off the entire green camp close to the Orc base. We have 1 grunt idling here, can easily block off the only entrance into the Orc base. with that grunt. And in the meantime, the Blade Master grabbed this one, and he's already super close to level 3. Picks up that Wand of Lightning Shield that can also be really good in many ways. You can use it fantastically to fend off a tower rush if you use like a Lightning Shield on your Blade Master with the Shadow Hunter, or if you use a Lightning Shield on the Grunt and micro him like deep into the Footman or Militias. This can hurt so many units because it's like 20 damage per second, and you got 2 charges that you can use. It's a really, really good item against humans, or in general a really good item against low HP units. Also against ghouls, it's doing a wonderful job. So we're gonna have a Blood Mage as a second hero coming out for Hawk. 2 Sanctums are constructed right now, and he really likes his Blood Mage play, and he's pretty good on that hero as well. This is one of his best heroes I've seen. I think his Mountain King control is definitely his best kind of trait that he got going for him, but beside that, his Blood Mage control is really on point most of the time. We have the Sift Mana as the first kill. Blade Master has level 3 all of the sudden with 190 mana still going for him, so he can easily put like a lot of pressure on one of the heroes. We don't have a Sorceress now yet coming out. Archmage is still level 2. Is he going for early aggression here? Is he just waiting for the first 2 casters to call the militias to arms and then send them all over to the Orc base? It seems that way. He called 6 militias in total, calls them. The first casters are just coming out. The Blade Master in the meantime is going for the Marketplace Ogre Magi creep. Gets that one. Greater healing potion for him as well. And this is just a fantastic drop for him. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the first Priest here to just kill that one, or the first Sorceress with his Blade Master. Not doing that yet, because he's busy creeping with the Shadow Hunter, hexing that Revenant, and now going at it to get that level 2 from here. He's not buying the Berserker yet, he likes a little bit of resources. He will definitely pick that one up. It's 245 gold that you need to spend on that. Now he gets it. He's at 40 out of 40 supply. We see that the push is coming. He really needs to kill the Voodoo Launch. He needs to kill the Voodoo Launch, but he goes for the Borrow. I'm kind of surprised. I would rather go for the Voodoo Launch, because you know if you stop the healing, this is way better. We have a few towers coming up, but since he doesn't have the Arcane Vault, he couldn't buy the small ivory towers to just place them down there. One of the Borrows is down, so he will be supply blocked, but as long as that Voodoo Launch is there, he can easily heal everything. He can heal mana, he can buy healing potions. Even if you surround the Blade Master, it will be a tough task killing him. He can still restore 500 heal points by just using that greater heal potion, and he's now doing that. No more mana on him. Now with that Lightning Shield on top of the Blade Master, I told you guys, this is a major threat. All the towers are going down from the Grunts and that Berserker. The Blade Master is slowed down, but the Blood Mage has to retreat. And in the meantime, Shadowhunter is level 2, popping one of that Clarity Potions to heal up and restore the mana again. We see that the only remaining Spirit Walker is attacked here by the Grunts as well as the Water Elementals. But nothing of the Orc player is dying so far. Blade Master's coming back to the party as well. And this looks super grim for Hawk, I guess. He tries to set up a few towers, but in the meantime, he killed 1 Grunt only. The priests are all dead. There's 1 priest that remains. But also the Shadow Hunter goes closer and closer to level 3, buys a mana potion at the shop, and this is the reason why you should kill the shop. If he runs out of mana and he doesn't have a shop, he's in so much trouble. But if he still got a shop, he can buy like 1 mana potion after another, kills another Sorceress with that beautiful use of the Hex. Still a level 1 Blood Mage tries to do something, almost a level 4 Blade Master, or let's call it level 3.6 to 3.7. It's still a little bit to go to get that one up to level 4, but the Shadow Hunter is super close to level 3 already, and this was a misplay. He should have killed that Voodoo Launch. I'm not even sure. Even if he kills that one, he will be in trouble, because I think this push was a little too late, a few seconds too late to do something good for him. But yeah, this just looks like my game against Fly, the last game of WCA that I lost with the Blood Mage. It seems like Orc players figured out how to play against it, and this was a very, very good use from FoCuS, and also his early game with that creeping route to get the Blade Master up to level 3. It's working perfectly for him. There's 1 Water Elemental that he can kill. The Sorceress, he could also snipe that one, but the Blade Master wants to scout the main base. There's still no Arcane Vault. He's finally getting that one into play. But the priests are the target of the Blade Master. There's another Windwalk available. Sorcerers are coming in to slow that one in time, but it will be enough. He uses that Windwalk, and now if he kills the priest, we can see a surround. Come on, do it! There's no more mana on him. Slow him and kill him. He immediately needs to pull his forces together. The Orc army should come close to the Blade Master. Now we don't need a surround. This surround is not closed. This is my surround skill. Woo! We finally have it close, but it will take so much time to kill that one. And in the meantime, there's no level 2 on the Blood Mage that can keep the units alive with Banish. Can he kill the Blade Master before the level 2 heal wave kicks in? No, the level 2 heal wave arrives in time. And FoCuS doing everything perfectly, keeping his first hero alive, keeping his game together and not losing anything here probably. We still have like 180 mana to spend. This is still 2 more heal waves that he can use. He heals up the Blade Master. It was the one and only chances that Hawk got to win the game, but as it seems, he's in so much trouble. No Invo Potion on that Blood Mage. He will definitely die, and this is probably Hawk dropping out of GERA Cup here. I don't see how you can turn that game anymore around. There's no more heal wave, that might be an issue, but so far the army composition is not strong enough to deal with that. We have another Dispel hitting the water elementals. One is gone, the second one is gone, only one water elemental remains, a few casters remain, but FoCuS in a fantastic spot. Shadowhunter close to level 4, Blade Master finally level 4, Raider tries to find another pickup here with an Ensnare, kills the water elemental in time and retreats. 50 supply there for FoCuS. He is getting a perfect army composition as it seems. The Kodo Beast is coming to the party. Third Walker is coming to the party as well as the second Raider. This is the perfect 50 supply army composition that you can wish for. Blood Mage still struggling to find the level 2 for a long time. 34 supply only for the human player. And now we're gonna see the Orc player closing in on that game. He even bought a greater mana potion at the marketplace, and this will be devastating. That greater mana potion can restore 300 mana and basically get that Shadowhunter back to full mana while he's fighting. He will probably get his peons as well. Yes, the peons are coming and will construct his shop so that he can replenish the mana whenever he feels like it while the fight continues, and as soon as the fight is about to end, the shop should be there to kick in. Level 2 for the Blood Mage we're gonna have. But this was a very, very bad game coming out of Hawk, to say the least. Not having any clue what he does. Like, his creep route was not that impressive. His overall creeping was really off and allowing the Orc player to do pretty much everything that he feels like. Seems that Hawk is out of practice and FoCuS is definitely like practicing like a madman these days. I'm not sure if he's actually qualified for that golden championship series. I don't think so. We have a Banish and Invis on top of that, but the militias are all dead. Water elements are all dead as well. The big mana potion is popped, and we have the Shadowhunter still lingering around level 4 here, still with plenty of mana equipped. We see the Town Ball coming out of Hawk, but this is more of a desperation move. 700 mana still to spend. Town Ball's in the far back of his main base, but this only allows the Orc player to go ham on all the buildings. He got 800 gold to spend, but one Arcane Sanctum got killed. So 35 supply it will be for quite some time against the 50 of the Orc player. Shop about to be done. We see a few towers kicking in here for the Orc as well. And FoCuS is playing this game so damn good. It's impressive, really. Still the best European human player that we have, but this game was definitely not a good one from him. Siphons mana here a little bit. But there's not, to be honest, there's not too much to be mentioned. Like, he's like inside that main base and he cannot leave it for quite some time. He drains the mana of a couple of units, but the towers will kick in soon. Is there a catapult coming as well? Yes, catapults are coming, so he will start a siege. And he's turning the game around. Usually the human player towers the Orc, and this time we're gonna see it all around on the other side. The Orc player is towering the human player, and now he's sharing that pain with the human and showing him how it feels to be tower rushed in his main base and not able to do anything about that. The 54 supply against the 35 still it is. The Siphon mana drains a lot of mana, of course, but there's a Spirit Walker, one only, that has 350 mana, so a couple of dispels. And he will have towers to back that one up, repairs them, catapults are coming. The siege continues, he gets more sorcerers, but he can barely spend his money. He even starts producing footmen and militia again. He calls the gold line militia to defend him and do something for him, but all his army is stuck behind buildings that he cannot really move out there. And now the militias are all falling, the towers are attacking like machine guns, killing everything, so many units are going down. That grunt is also still alive. Another round of militias coming to the party, dying. One grunt dies on the other side. Siphon mana on the Blade Master, but we still have almost level 5 Blade Master. Beautiful disenchant. GG coming from Hawk, and FoCuS continues his tournament right with a 2-0 victory over Hawk. GG.